So far, we have an understanding of slope and how to use point slope in situations that we need. I want to introduce to you slope-intercept form of a line. Where we get the slope-intercept form of the line is, imagine I have some line. Now every line except a vertical line will cross the y-axis. And when it crosses the y-axis, we know its x value is 0. And it's going to cross at some height that we've labeled b for some reason. I call it the starting point, which also doesn't start with a B, but that's kind of the designation the mathematicians from long ago have defined. So let's look at this and let's build off of it using our slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form of the line. Have one too many parentheses in there. So I'll have a y minus my y value here, which is a b, equals my slope times my x value minus the other value, which would be 0. Let's reduce that down. Y minus b equals mx. M times 0 is 0. Add b to both sides. I get y equals mx plus b. Maybe that's familiar to some of you, maybe not, but it is something that's a tool that's very, very useful. And this form that I have circled here is a form that we designate the slope-intercept form of a line, where I have y equals some slope times its x value plus b. Now, why it's useful is that there's information right here, all the information right here we need to know to graph a line. We can just graph by visually inspecting it. So let's imagine that I have a line y equals minus 3/2 x plus 2. Well, from here, I'm able to identify that the slope is minus 3/2. And its starting point, where does it cross the x-axis at? It crosses the x-axis at the point 0 and 2. So from there, I have all the information that I need to have. Let's draw my grid. I have a starting point at 0 and 2, so let's kind of mark some big chunks on here. The point 0 and 2, right there. I know the graph has a slope of negative 3/2. That means that I go down 3, 1, 2, 3, and over 2. So I have a new point right there, and those 2 points I'm able to connect in a straight line, and mostly a straight line. And from there, I was able to graphically describe my equation, which is negative 3/2 x plus 2. I didn't have to plot points. I didn't have to look for intercepts. I was able to use the understanding and the knowledge that we've gained over time. So look for the slope, look for the starting point, and then just map it out.